So I've got an addiction called Nioh 3. I've already been playing 35 hours of the game. I'm going to show you what it's all about. So here we are, Nioh 3. Pretty bummed that I wasn't able to record this from the start. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. It's an open world. They say it's open field, but you can see that open field's divided into little chunks. But there is no loading in between these open fields. To me, that makes it open world. There's a lot of checkpoints. The green ones here are shrines. They're basically your bonfires like in any Soul games. And then the rest are treasures, points of interest, some challenges along the way. For example, this Lesser Grenoble. You're fighting off hordes of enemies before you can escape. And then we got stuff like the Kodamas, which are upgradable items. They're like these little green things, which you could then use to upgrade your stats. These white things here are like souls, so they're like currencies. The Sudama is a shop where you can buy items. And then every now and then you come across a master, which is of higher level. But if you're able to beat the master, you're able to get his equipment as well. But yeah, that's a quick rundown. The story is there is no story really. It's pretty bare bones. But the meat of this game and the reason this game has me addicted is because it's open world. The exploration, the combat is probably the best combat I've played in a Souls type game. I finished the first section of the game, hefty chunker section. This is what's taken me around 35 hours. You do also unlock, while playing the game, an Eternal Rift, which is where you can do upgrades, meet fellow masters to train. There's no battling involved, so it's like the round table in Elden Ring. So when you find the shrine, which is a green shrine looking logo on the map, is where you can level up, change guardian spirits, manage soul cores. Soul cores are parts you're going to find when you defeat enemies, and then you can kind of use their abilities as an enhancement, or you can summon them. Battle scrolls are like mini missions. So if you're familiar with the old Nioh games, which I'm not because this is my first Nioh game, battle scrolls pretty much play out in a linear fashion. Blessings, this would include some Kodama blessings, which are the green guys you see at the top. So every time you find a green guy up in the open world, they're gonna give you currency and then you're able to upgrade your stat. So if you can see, my next required for enhance is 60, but I've only got 50. And then Jisoo blessings are like Buddha statues, which you find also scattered across the open world. They give you different type of blessings as well. So again, pretty bummed out I wasn't able to play this from the start and show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this battle scroll. And we have to face 4 elite bosses in one go. So you can kind of get a glimpse of what the game was about. And these bosses that we're fighting is bosses that we've already fought, or I've already fought on the playthrough. So the main gist of Nioh 3 is, or the main calling point, is you can actually switch between ninja, which is what I'm on, and you can switch between samurai, which is this one. So samurai is basically your old Nioh. So old Nioh style game. And then ninja is new to Nioh 3. Now I heavily use ninja. Ninja's very quick and very noble if you want to get your attacks in and out. Samurai is more for like powerful but slower. So it depends really like who you come up against. If you're coming up against someone who's not really doing heavy damage and you want to be quick, maybe they're quick, ninja's the way to go. But someone slower and more hard hitting, always good to go with samurai. Okay, 1 of 2 done. That's a one-shot kill, by the way. So ninja has the ability to use magic like he has there, and shuriken. Whoa. Woo. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. Oh, this guy's not moving. Come on. There we go. Oh, see, that's a one-shot kill. So yeah, like any Soulsborne game. It's pretty difficult. So you could do Guardian Spirit moves, which is special moves enhanced by your Guardian Spirit. When you see that circle light up, then you hit R2 and square. But you do have to build this up. So one important thing about Nioh is right under your health bar, which is a white bar, you have a key bar, which is basically your stamina bar. That's the blue bar. At the end of every move, you should be hitting R1 so your stamina doesn't deplete. Because if your stamina depletes, you're basically out of action for a few seconds. And that's a no-no. You're going to be in big trouble if you're out of stamina. When you're out of stamina is when they can hit you with a crucial move. But if you manage to get the enemy's key down, you're also able to hit them with a crucial. So you'll see the lock-on point go red. And then you can just hit him with the crucial. He's just recharged. Right, drink, drink, drink. I don't like wasting drinks on the first two guys because the next guy is the difficult one. Alright, come on, almost there. Almost there. Alright, 2 more to go. This guy's the hard guy. I remember he gave me so much trouble as well. Oh, that was a crucial. Whoa. There you go, watch out because he has a weird hallucination move. So that first attack is not the one that's gonna land. There we go. So these are bosses that I faced before. Hence why I remember the moves. Whoa! Ooh, that was a finish. So when you do that, you can hit them with a burst break. No more hillies. And we're done. I think that was a good introduction. I honestly don't want to finish off that battle scroll. It was a tough one. So these are your guardian spirits. They fight alongside you. You can change them at any time. They are also the ones who give you a special attack. You've got enough gauge. So you'll get one each for samurai and ninja style. So when you exhaust dialogue, you get new battle scroll missions, which then you can activate at the shrine. So these little things here that you can pair. Ah, cutie. So if you find them scattered around the open world, then they're gonna run away and you have to chase them. And if you're able to chase them towards the end and then pat them, you will get more rewards. So we've got some battle scrolls to clear out. Got to defeat the big boss, the master itself. Come on, master. Easy. So you do get rewards whenever you complete battle scrolls. So samurai locks, they upgrade your samurai abilities and weapons tied to samurai style. And you get a lot of items here, a lot of apparel as well, which then you can always use to upgrade. Or you can sell these items and use for money. Game is very menu heavy. Honestly, it's not really that difficult because there is a handy dandy auto equip button which via rank will just auto equip for you. So battle scrolls are very linear, very easy. Sometimes they're just training, sometimes they're just mission based, and then when it's mission based, it's one mission but it's from point A to B. You won't be able to explore like you do in the open world. But again, it's a good way to get some equipment, get some upgrades, get some new weapons, new apparel as well. All of this is going to be beneficial if you're going to upgrade. So sometimes the enemies, they'll do the black circular pool. It's called a yokai pool. And what that does is, if you're within that pool, your stamina recharge is going to be really slow. So you can clear the pool with some certain moves, but you can also just avoid it. So when they're out of stamina, their lock-on is going to turn red, and then you're able to do like a finisher. Alright, I think that's a good introduction to Nioh 3. We haven't seen the open world, but that's what we're going to do in the next video. We're just going to carry on from where I left off. We're going to be exploring the open world. That's the first region done. I haven't even started the second region because I thought I would continue my playthrough via YouTube here. So join me for the next one. And then this time we get into the real reason why Nioh 3 is so addictive.